Hi. All right. Welcome, dancers. Welcome into the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy. So my name is Stefanya, and I am really excited that you've joined me here today. We are going to do an introduction to Bellydance class. Now, typically that class happens in a 6-week session, so this will be a little condensed into an hour class, just for you while you are safer at home. Hey, hi Becca, welcome. And I'm going to kind of try to be doing 2 different things right now, so if I look distracted, I totally am, but that's okay. So as we take this hour class together, keep in mind, dance is an active sport, and you should know the limitations of your own body, which means you must be dancing at your own risk. Doesn't that sound exciting? It totally does. So, the Los Angeles Bellydance Academy is offering a 6-week intro to belly dance session coming up. Now this is going to be different than our live format. It is going to be available on Zoom with Sarah Alma and being your teacher. Hey Jennifer, welcome. I'm going to dance. So join us. 6 weeks, $65. You get some one-on-one help from a teacher. You get a private Facebook page that really has a lot of really helpful worksheets and information, really interactive and fun with Teacher Sarah. So thanks, Teacher Sarah. Okay, I'm just giving everybody a few minutes to gather. So just like in any dance class, as we are getting ready to go, I really want you to feel comfortable in the space that you're in now. How to do that? Let your worries go, right? First step, relax. So, feeling your feet on the floor is really important. And you might think, well, yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We're just standing here, feeling the feet on the floor. We want a little bit more action of the feet into the floor. We're going to squeeze our inner thighs. That's the muscle right here in the legs. Squeeze those inner thighs. Let the hips lift up into the shoulders. Hey, Jackie. Welcome. Let those hips lift up. So you squeeze the inner thighs, you let the hips lift up, and then kind of naturally you feel this deepening into the earth. That's what we want. So it's deepening down, 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 and at the same time feeling really excited and relaxed up top. So keep that in mind. We're going to connect with the feet into the earth, inner thigh squeezed. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to remember to breathe. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. Deep breath in. Take a deep breath in, arms up. And you know how we get class started. Just a gentle warm up. Take a deep breath in, open up your heart, breathe in, up into the sky. Exhale, good. So far so good. Keep it going. Breathe in and up. Exhale, lengthen the spine nice and long. Drop it all the way down. Woo! Nice. You can move your knees back and forth. You can wiggle in the middle. Shake it out just like you want. Make sure you're relaxed. So slowly up. So wonderful. Breathe in. Arms up. We're going to do that a couple times. Exhale and flow. All the way down. Hey, Erica, welcome. Deep breath in. Let's forward. Long line. Smile. All the way down. And roll up. Nice. One more time, because it's really important. Breathe in. Exhale. All the way down. Deep breath in, let's forward. Long line. Roll up. Good. Nice. So easy does it. Just out to the side, flowing right and left. Let the arms just kind of reach out to each wall. Wonderful. Now we're going to change the motion. We're going to take one arm and we're going to bring it all the way around. Yep, just slice through the sky. There it is. Big twist in the spiral, in the center. Keep breathing. Nice. Open up. And 1, 2. We're just warming up the body, so don't be too serious. Just relax and let it flow. Same movement across the shoulder. Wonderful. Here it goes. New step. Feet together. Deep breath in. Just a slight arch in the upper back. Open the heart. Awesome. Tuck the chin into the chest. Roll down. Flat back up. Long spine. Good, tuck the booty under. Deep breath in, squeeze the inner thighs. Open up. Exhale, roll down. Hey, welcome. It's nice to see everybody pop up on a little check there. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, roll down. Flat back up and through. Wonderful. Okay, so now, don't take your arms all the way up. Lean a little bit forward, squeeze those inner thighs. Let's find those lats. We push down to get up, we drop. Up, drop. Hey, there's a plop. You gotta get it down there. You gotta relax and fall down. Use the lats and down, and down, and down, and down. Keep going, down, and down. Squeeze the legs, double time with the arms. Good job, breathe, arms go up. Good. They go up and they go freeze hold. Look to the right real fast. Look back center. Smile. Look to the left. Look back center. Did you smile? Good. Exhale. Head comes down around 1, 2. And exhale. Inhale. Reverse. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulders in a circle. 1, 2. You're just breathing, warming up. Good. And with the elbows, breathe in and out. 2, 3. Smile. Big arms. 1, 2, 3, and front. 1, 2, 3, and elbows. 1, 2, 3, full circles. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so introduction to belly dance. We are going to compress the typical 6-week session, because we know it doesn't all happen in an hour, into 1-hour class. And we're going to just think about some shapes here. The first shape I want you to think about is a line, right? So in the line we have point A, we have point B, and we're just going to travel back and forth. The first point, or the first space we can think about in our body is down here in the hips. So I'm going to put my feet right under my shoulders, and I'm going to let the heaviness in my body change from one side to the other. Here I'm on the right, now I'm on the left, but it really wouldn't matter which way you're going, just as long as you're moving. You know the difference between forward and back, and side to side, so I feel pretty comfortable that you got that. Awesome, so let's add some work. Arms go forward into the diagonal. Awesome, there it is. Now we're gonna find the lats, that's right under the shoulder. We push down on each hip. This helps give the appearance of isolating the upper body. Good, keep breathing, keep going, don't stop. Let those hips sway, keep the inner thigh squeezed. Let's go faster. Smaller, faster. Awesome. Good. Now, in the beginning of class, I asked you to make sure you felt the earth beneath your feet. I'm going to remind you of that. And as we do this speed, I'm going to remind you of the slow breathing. So we breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Good job. Keep moving. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep breathing in through the nose. That's wonderful. Great. So we're going to stay here in the lower half of the body. And if you bend your knees, right? Did you bend your knees? Elevator down, down. Bend those knees. Keep the posture. And we're going to push down into the floor. Let each hip come up. And we can see each movement travels from A to B. And in opposition, since I have the second side of the body, still A to B, up and down instead of vertical. You know which way is horizontal and vertical. Belly dance will remind you anyway. A little faster. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. When you want to go faster, it's pretty easy. You just have to go smaller. Now here's the hard part, make it a little bit more relaxed. Relax. Arms forward so the body feels strong. Stay low. Good. We're going to go back to the slower speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, just for fun. Let's draw a circle with our arms. Let's have our arms meet up here at the top. Same timing of the hips. Let's let the arms fall down into the center. Pretty easy, that's just to relax. Now here they come up. And now here they come down. 2, 3, 4. We're on a count of 8. Let's breathe in as they come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe out as they come down. Okay, good job, dancers. Just for fun, let's reverse the arms. If you're counting, it's 8 in each half. So here's the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's half from the other half. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Arms open. Remember the first 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter which way we move the arms. The tempo is the same. Pick it up, pick it up. 2, 3, 4. Are you breathing? 6, 7. Are you smiling? I hope so. We're moving, we're happy. We're moving, we're happy, we're getting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time, arms down. 2, 3, 4. Now, we did those lines A to B. Once we come back up to our straight legs, we're going to pull into this inside of the body, using this as one stop, and then up the elevator, second stop. So I dramatically took a big deep breath in, breathe in, breathe out, letting the body, especially in the beginning of learning where these movements come from, allowing the breath to assist is always important, but of course allowing the breath to assist while we're using the chest, most important. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and up and out and down. Breathe in and out and down. So we've only done lines. The first line we did was horizontal. The next line we did was vertical. Now we're back to a vertical, side to side. Horizontal, bend the knees vertical. Get up into the body. Again, straight legs to the side. Bent legs up and down, straight legs. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. How'd you do with all those lines? Are you feeling it? Are you feeling good? I hope so, I hope so. So let's practice the chest lift a little bit more. Sorry, my height is. So we're gonna go up into the chest with a deep breath in. Allow your spine to feel like it got a little bit taller. That's always the point of dancing, but we'll get in there just even extra and then relax. Relax is really letting it go. I'm not gonna let my inner thighs go, but I'm gonna let any tension in the trunk of my body go. Legs stay strong. So this has a pulse. Pulse, then relax. Pulse, then relax. Are you relaxing? Pulse, then relax. Pulse, then relax. There in the diaphragm. A little faster. 2, 1, 2. Placement of the arms should always be forward, as if you're holding a big giant beach ball. You wouldn't be able to hold anything in your arms like this, nor will you ever be able to really master your body posture unless we start from here. We want to get that strength and that nice line. Faster. Up, 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 up. Squeeze your inner thighs. Smile. When you think you can't go on, just do 4 more, right? Wonderful. Now you did it. Now, back to where we started. We did the hip slides. We said we change the weight and we add lap down, lap down. So I push down, down. When I take my hips side to side, there's a resistance in my upper body, there and there. I hope you feel it. Side, side. The audience gets to enjoy the hips sliding. So you see how this is still, but the hips are moving. So we want to change that up. We want to keep the hips still. And now, wow, move the chest. And what? Like magic. You knew it was. You knew it was. So we have our hips side, side. Then we see the chest can stay, let's say it looks motionless. I'm going to argue later that it's not motionless, but that's okay. So stay here in the upper body. What do we need? Let's think about what we did versus what do we need. So when I went to the right, I used my right lat. I don't know if this looks right or left to you, but let's say when I go to one side on the hip, I use the same lat. But if I'm in a chest motion and I have my chest slide to that same side, now I'm contracting my opposite lat. Ooh. Other side, opposite, contract. Up side, opposite. Up, opposite. Let's move the chest. Keep the hips still. Find the movement by pressing in the lats. Yes, you can find those lats. And if today's your first day, I hope you just take a deep breath, smile. Dance is all about practice. That's why we've come. That's why we do the class over and over. You gotta make it a practice. You gotta make it a way of life. Double time. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, monkey. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow, you guys, so amazing. Nice chest movements. Remember, they happen in the hips, up and down, side to side. Chest, side to side. Did you get all those? In the hips, slide, 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 vertical bumps. Chest lifts. Chest slide, side, side. Think of your opposition. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Last time. Hip slide. Side to side. Squeeze the inner thighs. Now bend your knees. Move the hips up and down. Straighten the legs. Lift the chest. Now use the lats. Side, side, side. One last time. Woo. And wonderful. Okay. So, to recap, what were we doing? We were doing lines. Uh-oh, that didn't come out right. I don't even know what I'm talking about. In belly dance, we can do a line straight side to side, right? From A to B, from A to B. And I need you to have a visual of that. If our practice can be in our mental space, understanding the movement as if we were almost in a math class, which I know sounds like ooh to some people like me, but this is the good kind of math, okay? We're gonna discover all the great things about math, and we learn about music and dance, or my favorite things about math, let me say it that way, my favorite things. So like geometry, A to B, A to B. So now, I'm going to manipulate the movement of A to B, and I still have to kind of call it A to B. It starts somewhere, it ends somewhere. But in the middle of this movement, I'm going to add what I could call so many different things. But today, because it's a short word like the word line, L-I-N-E, I like the word wave, W-A-V-E. I didn't know if I could spell it, but I did. I put myself on the spot. Yeah, W-A-V-E. So, we're going to do some waves in the body. You could also call this move undulation. You could call the move camel when you're doing it in the center line of the body. But what we're going to understand and what the visual is going to give us is that we're going to have a flow, a wiggle, a energy flowing through the line. Hi, Nicole, hey girl. Flowing through the line from going to A to B. All right, so let's explore that movement now. And the first one we're going to do is going to be the one that is the favorite, the one everybody loves the most. What do you want? Camels. No. Undulations, right? It's a great move. But it can be a little bit mysterious if we don't break it down and know how we're doing it from the very beginning. So what I want you to do is remember that we had the line side to side. But I also have a line front and back. Now, can you see that? Can you imagine A to B? But now I'm going to take A to B and say A is in front and B is in back. Ooh, that works out. B is in back. You can remember now. So it doesn't matter which foot is front, but as I'm taking the practice now, I kind of want to open, I'm going to still have my feet parallel, but I can give myself, I can give myself a little bit of an open length to the step, so that now I can exaggerate the front and the back, okay? So before, my toes were forward, I was just going side to side. Now my toes and my heels are pointed on the diagonal, and I'm gonna go to my front point, and I haven't done anything fancy yet, so everybody just calm down, and back. Introduction to belly dance. Calm down. I'm gonna take this step by step. So we're going forward to the toes. We breathe in as we do. You breathe in as you go forward. Just that. Don't do anything fancy. Breathing forward. Back. Exhale. Now this part is really making you want to learn join the 6 weeks, because you're thinking to yourself, breathe, go forward, back, go exhale. I can do this. I can do this thing called belly dance. Hey, Devin, you can do this thing called belly dance. Yeah, I miss you. Okay, so go forward, breathe in. Go back, breathe out. Go forward, breathe in. Go back, breathe out. Now, as I'm making this point A to point B, I'm creating the wave in my body through pure magic. So don't worry about it too much. Just breathe and flow. There it is, there's the magic. No, actually it's not magic, it's through following the line that you have where your contraction is, where your muscles are pushing against the spine. So as you go back, I want you to add just a little resistance here, as if you want to push into the center of your body. So, you know, sometimes we see a dancer like reach out their hand and you go, oh, that's such a nice hand, that's such a nice hand. And the dancer's just being dramatic and acting like it's so difficult, you know, to move the hand. No, it's not. Here, we're just being dramatic again. It's not difficult to move back, so I have to pretend like it is. I have to pretend like it takes all that I got to and change my weight. So I'm going forward, I'm relaxing. And on the back, I add the drum. Forward and back. Exhale. Forward and back. Are you doing it? I bet you are. Intro to belly dance. You don't even have to do too much. It can all be in your head. You can just feel good, hear the music, smile along, lean forward, lean back. Faster. Forward and back. Forward and back. The magic rule here is when we go faster, the movement gets a little bit smaller inside the center line. Smaller means faster. And did I say that right? Yes, I did. Good. Sometimes I make a mistake. All right, double time. Goes front, back, front, back, front, back. It's a really fast song. I should change it. Good job. Good job. Good job. I am going to go take the song one step back. Hold on, dancers. My music doesn't quite reach me over here. Here we are. Yes, back to it. Let's flow forward. Front, back, front, back. There's our quick speed forward. This introduction class. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front. Nothing fancy today. Just feel that weight change, front and back. Let's go back to our first moves. Do we remember those? That was that weight change. Hip side to side. Then we went up, up, up. Then we went side to side, slats. Do you think you can throw that camel in? Front, back, side to side. And up and down. Chest up and down. Drop down, lift up, drop down, side to side. Camel. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. From the top. 1, 2, 3, plie. 1, 2, 3, lift up, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, side to side. 1, 2, 3. Camel, front, back, front, back. Oh my goodness, that's so much. We added those waves in there and then we threw in the other little line combo, but they're kind of similar. So when I'm going front and back, we see that there's an undulation in the body. I want you to take a lot of patience with that, and I want you to be open to your body getting it really good one way, and then all of a sudden needing to change it and doing it better a different way. Because we're going to step into how great that movement can be. All right? So let's move on now to the next one. The next one is this undulation in the hand, right? A free way of allowing the hands to move. Oh, there you are. Here is working on the movement of A to B. So let's say where we think it is. I think we're going back and front, back and front. And if we do that, I think we have to do it with both hands, and sometimes that pull back on the non-dominant hand is a little bit difficult, so you may have to spend a little bit more time rolling through the non-dominant hand. I don't want to say which one it might be. I definitely know which one it is for you, but I'll leave that open too, right? So, just the movement here really isn't doing it for us, but if we mesh those moves and that flow together, then we have what we would have, that undulation in the palm of the hand. And I know what you're thinking, it's just not enough. It's just not enough. You probably want more, right? Than just that simple undulation in the palm. Remember, it's an expansion, you're pushing out, and then easily you're allowing the contraction. It's very important that your ring finger and the middle finger stay together, which is going to assist in that push and pull, the space from A to B. And then there's a little undulation there in the center. Okay, pretty easy. I know you're going to practice that one a lot. Moving on to the last undulation. Remember, we had camels, breathing in and out, flow forward, flow back. We have our hands that make that nice undulation. And the last one that's really great is the undulation that can easily come out of the arm. Sometimes we describe this as shoulder, elbow, wrist. Wonderful. So we breathe in and we have the shoulder rise. We continue to breathe in, the wrist, or excuse me, that's the elbow. The elbow follows. The wrist is naturally following that. Already the shoulder's pulling down. And then I gotta touch the velvet curtain, as they say. Who says? Everybody says. 1, 2, 3, touch the velvet curtain. Okay. Anyway, you want to bring the fingers down so that it looks like you have a lot of sensuality there in the fingertips. You want to feel. Exhale. Feel. Yes, yes. Nice, nice, nice. Both shoulders. You're going to lift it. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Exhale out. Wonderful. Let's do that a couple times. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Both arms up. Exhale out. Having trouble moving the arms? Make sure those arms are forward in your center line. You almost get to see them in your peripheral, never here to the side. I call them bird arms, but I don't really want you to look like a bird, right? So forward and back, forward and back. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If my right shoulder was working in opposition of the left, we wouldn't really call these bird arms anymore, which is just my little made-up name. We're going to actually call them snake arms, which still is just a little made-up name, although probably a lot of people like to make that one up because it looks like a snake. Good, right? So the shoulders are going up, so you get the flow of the shoulder, elbow, wrist on the right arm, and as that arm is undulating down, it's pulling the opposite arm forward. Breathe in, up in the right, up in the left, up in the right. And you get to take a big pew. You get to wipe the sweat off your brow, because when I give you this next little part, which is changing the weight and flowing side, all of a sudden there it is, freedom. Fly, little birdies, fly. It's a fun move. Side, side. If I want to go faster, I want to stay closer to the ground, stay in my center, and let whatever's happening out there just be the afterthought, move in towards the heart. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Feel that? Breathe. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow. That's so good. So remember, we had the camel, We get the camel here in the center line of the body. Yes, you remember, because we move forward and back. Forward and back. When we move side to side, that same undulation is going to be able to be expressed on the right side out of one arm, left side out of the other arm. So let's feel that flow together. Front, back, side, side, side again. Front, back, 4, 3, 2, again. 1, 2, 1, 2. Change the weight, good job. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. So when we lift the arms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wave, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wave, and let's add the camel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you get it? Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out, 2, 3, 4. Change the weight and breathe in. Up. Strong arms. Push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull. Last time. Breathe in, breathe out. Push and pull. Yes. Very nice. So we made it through lines. We made it through waves. Even though there's so much more, just these are kind of the basic ones, fundamental ones, so that you guys can be practicing on your own. Now, what I feel like kind of naturally starts to come next is the circles. So, circles, actually, one little break. Excuse me. Okay, circles. Think of the two lines that we did side to side, front and back. Think of the path that they create and how, if you think about it angularly, it looks like a square. If you think about it circularly, it looks like a circle. Great, so we can see how the moves that we've already done will kind of evenly flow into the next set of moves we are about ready to do. Okay, so these moves are circles. Can you imagine a circle in your head? I'm sure it's very easy. Can you imagine a circle on the floor? Great. So some things are circles on the floor. Like if you had a piece of pizza, guaranteed the pizza is always horizontal. Hopefully. I've seen some vertical pizzas and it's not the same party afterwards. So we have pizzas that are horizontal. However, for the most part, we have these old-fashioned things called clocks. Sometimes people have them on the walls. They're typically in a circular shape. So you can imagine the clock, and if you can't imagine the clock, then find somebody who can tell you all about clocks. And then they're there on the wall. Okay, I might have over-exaggerated that. We might know about clocks, I don't know. So we have pizzas on the floors, we have clocks on the walls. That's kind of what we're thinking about right now when we're taking our introduction to belly dance mini condensed hour class. You're welcome to join the whole 6 weeks and get the whole good of Sarah, who will speak better than I will. Because she'll do a 6-week session. It'll be Zoom, which means you get some personalized one-on-one. I really appreciate everybody that's here in the chat, and I'm kind of seeing you guys pop in and out, and I'm trying to read, but also trying to keep the dancing going. So the Zoom is a great way to have a little bit more of that one-on-one time with your instructor. But I love you all. Thank you for joining me. Let's keep it going with circles, pizzas on the floor, clocks on the walls. Okay, so this first one is going to be a little bit harder to imagine than the two pizzas and clocks I mentioned, but I think it goes really well with the movement we were just doing, and that movement was the wave of the hand, because we can add a new movement here in the hands, and it becomes our forever. Are you ready for ever and ever? Are you ready for that commitment? right? I think I am. I am when it comes to this move. Oh yeah, Amanda, please come and Zoom with us. Yes, let's do it. We give you the one-on-one, and like I said, Sarah is pretty incredible. So let's bring it together. We'd love to have you there. So keeping the ring finger and middle finger together, which is really important, we're going to continue to press through the palm of the hand and pull back. So that wave is not going anywhere. The smile is not really going anywhere. But what we're going to do is we're going to send the wrist, the arms around in a circular rotation. Okay? Circular rotation. So very easily, you can imagine peanut butter. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can't. Not everybody can easily imagine peanut butter. What am I thinking? Think of something inside the jar. As if it was peanut butter. You want to go in and scoop it out. Hi, Costa Rica. Welcome. Gloria. We're ready to do some hands now that you're here. So you're going to go inside of that and maybe peanut butter, because peanut butter is kind of sticky. So always with dance, you're going to act like it's something, right? You want to go all the way around and get it, and then give it back. Let's try that again. So I'm going to go all the way around. This is the part of the hand undulation where the hand contracts. And then as I give it back, I push all the way through. So my hands are always moving away from my temples. They finish inside towards my heart, and then I so graciously give it back. I know that's what you guys want to do. So when I breathe in, it comes into my heart. As I breathe out, I'm going to give it back to you, right? So I'm going to share the energy. There it all is. I'm going to mix it around, give it back. Breathe it in, 2, 3, 4, breathe it out. 6, 7, and breathe it in. 2, 3, 4, breathe it out. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Restart from the top and go. From the top and go. 1, 2. Now here comes the tricky. Here comes the tricky. Let's actually go back to the slow tempo for the tricky, right? Because we're going to make it easy on ourselves, going a bit slower. All I'm going to do is cross the wrist, but still do the same move. I didn't change the move, I just changed where the move started from, and then that seems so much drama, but it's not really. So I just want you to keep the same flow that you have. It was always out and around. You feel that rotation in the shoulders, through the fingers. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth and smile. Cross, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth and smile. Faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Let's see what it looks like when that same movement goes up over the head and opens up. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 in front of your center line. Keep going. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 in the center. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Open up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. How'd that go? I bet really good. So those were kind of abstract circles, and now we got those out of the way. Let's go back to the easy circles. Pizzas and flops. Pizzas and flops. So what we've done so far in this first hour is move our hips side to side, but we didn't quite yet move our hips front and back. And now, as we start that new position of front and back, we won't really say that there's a move that we're doing. This only accompanies other moves, like in the circle we're about to add. But I really want to pay most attention to the back part, because I want to number importance. This would get number 1. 2 and 3 is always divided evenly. And the front piece, 4, it's not important. So when I go back, here I'm okay, it's important. Here it's the most important. So I'm really working hard. I'm lengthening my spine. I'm pulling it in. Work, 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 work. A little bit of work. And now as I go forward, I'm just in a super relaxation mode. Vacation. I'm at the beach. I've driven around. I've gotten to work. Boom. I'm driving home, I'm at the beach. All right, so that's my funny way of saying, just relax, don't do much, and don't even try to go forward, just do nothing. So through the front is like a nothing, through the back is the work, and you'll want to feel that pull in and lengthening of your spine, as if that was literally like a sit-up. You pull it back, you pull it in, it's like a sit-up. So I'm hitting all of those points, but some of the points have more importance than other points. Here's my important point. There's my relaxed point. Contract and work. Weight into the heels. Good. So my weight is shifting. Just like before, it went right and left. Now it's going from the back to the side, to the front, to the side. Breathe in. Back. Side. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let's reverse. Other way. And breathe in. Lengthen the spine. Keep going. Keep breathing. Yes. Inner thighs together. That makes it feel even better. And those are your circles. We'll say those circles are horizontal. And you say, well, I don't know what you mean. And then I say, well, it's a pizza. Draw your pizza. It's on the floor. This is down there. And then later, he's like, maybe I don't know what a pizza is. But when I tell you about a clock, you'll know the pizza doesn't go on the wall. Pizza goes on the floor faster. 1, 2. Heels, toes. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, reverse. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Are you breathing in, breathe in? Breathe out. Are you getting taller? Are you breathing? Yeah, belly dance takes work. You gotta work. You gotta keep focused, keep patient, stay determined, stay inspired, stay smiling. Yep, all those things. And then put on a costume and dance around, right? So we felt the circle, horizontal circle, horizontal circle. Another place in the body that we have the horizontal circle, you may have noticed, is there's always something here. We got something moving right here too. So just like we did the slide side to side, we reverse the lats side to side. And now I'm going to have the chest circle horizontal, just like the hip circle was horizontal. So I have front, out, front, out, front, out, front. Now the front part is the work, right, is the work, but the back part is not the work. So that's opposite as it was in the hips. So I'm going work, relax, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. My weight changes, pulls around my center. Faster, smaller. 1, 2. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey everyone, welcome. Good, let's go the other way slow. Breathe in, and that's your expansion, contraction. Toes, heels. Internal movements are fine. They should just feel good. That's really the point. They don't have to be big. No belly dancer needs a big move. They just need a good feeling move. Let your body feel good. Everybody else will feel good. 1, 2. That means it can be small. Good. Those are excellent chest circles. Good job, everybody. I can feel it here. I can feel you really working. I can feel you staying into your center, right? No need for this big stuff, right? So, pizza. Now, clock. Right? So I'm going to go back to that vertical lift in the chest. We've practiced all these. So I have up, down, up, down, up, down, up, double time. Push down, relax, push down, relax, push down, relax. Good job. Hop, hop, hop. Let's go again, other side, slow. 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Strong arms in front of you. Press those toes to the ground. 1, 2, 1. Double time goes. 1, 2. Push down, push down, push down, push down. Awesome. Woo! Good. So just for fun, let's go through our circles in the chest 4 times. Horizontal, reverse, horizontal, 4 times vertical, reverse, and that just means the direction you're going. So you don't have to match my direction, but perhaps you want to match my accent. That's going to be the squeeze in the back. Back, 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 reverse. 1, 2, 3, now push down. 1, 2, 3, reverse. 1, 2, 3, from the top, push back. Toes, toes, and toes, 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 push down, toes, 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 revert. 1, 2, last time this drill, 4 on the one side, horizontal, horizontal, horizontal circle, and horizontal, reverse, lift, push down, push down, push down, reverse, last time, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, way to get them in there. Good job, dancers. So we went through lines. I hope you remember lines. Lines had the variation of waves. We'll even say that circles are getting in there because it's taking a line, adding a cross section of lines, and connecting the perimeters. Look how fancy I sound. And that's how we're finding our movements. So, lines to waves. Then we did circles. We noticed that we have an upper half, we have a lower half, and we did a lot of circles here in the upper half. How about we do some circles down here in the lower half? Thanks everybody for watching and joining me. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. And if you're moving too, oh, double trouble, right on. So, we had our hips go side to side, and we did do these circles down here, right? So these circles were flat like a pizza. And earlier, when we had the knees bending, we saw that we did have a space where the body can move vertically up and down. So now, to initiate this circle, I'm going to use the slide, but I'm also going to use that push down. My feet are tricking you, and my knees are tricking you because I have these awesome pants on that are made to look really good, and they're hiding a little bit of my posture. So I just wanted to point out, you can do one of 2 things. You can raise your foot high and keep the heel high, but I want the foot to stay in that position, no raising up and down. Or keep the heel on the floor and no raising up and down. I don't care which one, but for today, in our introduction class, don't have the joint take any action. No flow, no wave in that ankle, so to speak. So pick one or the other. You can't tell which one I picked because of my pants. So, but technically I love the little ball of the foot. I'm used to going up on the ball of the foot. So I can access the hip up and down. I'm going to add that A and B point up and down to the horizontal point of out and in. So here's 1, 2, 3, and then neutral. I haven't gone to the other side. This circle is the first thing I'm doing besides the arm movement that's limited to only half the body. 2, 3, 4, smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Push down to get the hip up, slide to the side, then return. 1, down, pull it in, 1, down. Should we go faster, a little smaller? 1, and push down and over. Did you find the circle? Is your ankle moving? It should not be. Up and over. Up and over. Wonderful. Let's switch to the other foot. Same position that you had before. Feel the vertical rise, that A and B position, that line in the hip. Now, line to the side. It only goes out and back to neutral. It doesn't go to the other side. So the circle is just on the half. Up, side, down, relax. Pressure, push, relax, relax. Push, push, relax, push, and relax. I love that concept that we go and then we let it fall. Breathe in, breathe out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are you feeling that kind of natural, organic style of moving? That's the flow. Breathe in, breathe out. Other hip, and 1, 2. Did you hit the hip moving? And 3, 4, let's go to the other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch, 1, 2, 3. So now my other ankle is high, then that hip goes down, I switch. So keep the ankle high or keep the foot flat on the floor, same position for those 4, faster, smaller, and 1, 2, 3, switch, 1, 2, 3, again, up and over, last 2, up and over, yes. Good job. So, can we imagine all those circles? We had horizontal circles, vertical chest circles, we had horizontal hip circles, and we even did those vertical hip circles. Even though those weren't so easy, we still tried it anyway. Now, just like the line, well, I take it back. Similar to the line flowing into the wave, right? The wave. The wave. Yeah. A-B, wave. Similar to that, we have circles that can easily flow into a signature belly dance movement, one that will always be belly dance. It's called the figure 8. And with that, we're really getting close to arriving to, you know, this, our class kind of coming to me to say there might not be much more after this, in the sense that belly dance, learning the fundamentals, gives you so much room to grow. Hey Linda, I hope you're dancing. I'm thinking about you all the time. Belly dance gives you a chance to grow immensely from these fundamentals. So in the beginning, you may have to kind of just like really take it steady and slow and focus, but then sooner than later, knowing all those fundamentals, you let them flow and ooze all together so naturally, and you're ready to go. So figure 8 is taking the circle and connecting it with another circle. So let's do that in the hips. When I went up, out, down, I came back to my neutral. It gives me a chance now to go up, out, down, other hip. 1, 2, 3, in. And 1, 2, 3. Did you get to the center? 1, 2, 3, center, up, slide, back to the neutral, up, slide, back. A few more times. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you breathing? You should be. If you're not, you better be breathing. It's not my rule. Let's go a little faster. We go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So while we listen to the music, we can hear the music call us to add the weight change, that deep one, and side, in the do, 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 do. Did you get it? Did you get that figure 8? Lift it up, push it down. Do you remember from the top? Slide, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I think that was it, right? We start with the slide. We have our slides, then we have our bumps. 1, 2, 3, then our chest. 2, 3, then our front. Wave, and 1, 1. Yeah? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up. 2, 3, go forward and back, flow. Front, back, over, 2, there it is. And shake it out. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Long spine. 1, 2, 3, forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh! Bravo, everyone! All right, introduction to belly dance, 6-week session. Really just made it an hour for you, so it's just a little taste. I hope you've had a really, 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 really wonderful time. I think it's time for us to take a little bit of a cool down together. Again, it really warms my heart that you guys are here. I know we're apart, but this feels good. It is what it is. I'll take what I can get, dancers. I'll take what I can get. So a little plie. Let's just take a little contraction back. Exhale. Inhale. Back up. Exhale. Just tuck into yourself. Inhale. Back up. We're going to stretch to the right. Up and over. Other side. And up and over. Long line. Good. Turn to the side. Stretch the ankle and the heel. Pull the tummy in. Try to get those hips square. Arms out to the side. Good. We're going to, the knee that's up and it's in front of you, take your opposite arm, bring it across, and get a little bit of a spiral stretch there. Wonderful. Recover. Back up. Other side. Up and over. And belly go back. Get the hips square. And press. So see that hand that's in front, opposite of the knee. I'm going to bring it across. Stretch. Drop it back down. Back up. Plie. Walk your toes in. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a happy end of your day. I look forward to seeing you more online. Kisses and hugs to everybody out there. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Bye.